quote after quote after quote, as part of Ayodhya says, and again, historical wrongs cannot be remedied by people taking the law in their own hands. In preserving the character of places of public worship, Parliament has mandated in no uncertain terms that history and its wrongs shall not be used as instruments to oppress the present and the future. I mean, this is exactly what is happening. There are members of the Muslim community who feel oppressed and deeply hurt by this. When the law says you cannot do that, it's illegal. How can we entertain such petitions, sir?
Namaste Vishnu and fellow panelists. I guess there are 3 pointers here.
Yes.
One, I don't think anyone is taking a law in their hands. It is a proper machinery provided by the Constitution of India through which people have went or approached court with respect to Mathura case. Now, second point is, how much do we have to dig or how much correction do we have to take? I guess according to me, being a law student, myself a practicing lawyer, I think as much as it requires. You cannot let supposedly the status quo is Taliban is ruling Afghanistan currently. That doesn't mean that you will allow it to continue.
So we have 4,000 plus years of history
centuries
in our country. Do you want us to dig that? Because I mean, in terms of
what
archaeology, the way it works is that civilizations are often built one upon the other. The process of these claims would be endless.
Vishnuji, there are 2 things again. One, civilization over other civilization is completely fine, but plunder over civilization is not good and it needs to be corrected. And point number 2, if Hindus do not associate themselves with Ravan, then why is Muslim hell-bound to connect themselves with Aurangzeb? We do not need to confine ourselves with such small ambiguity.
No, but who is,
if Hindus align themselves with Ram, if Hindus align with them,
isn't that the problem? If you use the word we and believe that that reflects or should reflect the opinion of Muslims as well, that's majoritarianism, and that's exactly what this is not about. Aurangzeb may have been a terrible man, but he was a ruler at a particular period of time, and he created religious structures which are deemed to be religious by some. And maybe it's a historical wrong, maybe it was entirely incorrect, but there is a law which says prior to 1947, it's one thing. Prior to 1947, maintain the status quo. Why are we not maintaining the status quo?
Vishnuji, there are multiple laws which you yourself has opposed in this very channel, including CAA and farmer law. So let's not talk about that. Law can be changed again.
You're a lawyer. I'm not. I don't understand how conceivably you can mix CAA and anything else with this. I'm asking you about Ayodhya. I'm asking you about 1991. I've got my research right over here, sir. I can quote this, and you are bound to follow it, sir. Of course, we can debate it.
Vishnuji, let me, yes, Vishnuji, just 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
One, this 1991 Act is itself in challenge before Supreme Court.
So let it be challenged.
One intervention has
It
already been filed.
still stands at the moment, sir.
One intervention has already been filed stating, Vishnuji, let me at least have 20 seconds of my time.
Sorry.
20 seconds. One, in this particular case also an intervention has been filed stating that 1991 Act does not apply on this case because of Section 4. Now, second point is, you are saying that he was a ruler and why should we eliminate or distinguish against Muslims. I am just saying that Aurangzeb was no ruler of Muslims at all. The rulers of Muslims were others who we consider as great leaders. Sure. If Hindus consider themselves aligned to Ram, why not Muslims should also consider themselves aligned to Pagambar? I don't think Aurangzeb was ruler of anyone or king of anyone.
No, sir,
he was a tyrant, he was a terrorist, he was a murderer, he was a
necessarily aligned to Aurangzeb. They are aligning themselves to a place of worship.
Obviously, when you destroy a particular place of worship in order to construct your own, even Islam does not allow that.
All right,
when
okay.
Islam says
Sabha,
that
would you like
only
to come in over here?
Places, according to the legal point of view. Vishnu, just 10 seconds. Vishnu, just 10 seconds. Yes. Islam says that only two point of places can be allowed for worship. One which is donated, and other which is the private property of a Muslim man. In this case, this is the third category in which it says that it was a Hindu property which was illegally destroyed by a Muslim invader.